I wonder if our next guest actually listens to music while she runs, or if it's just the sound of her breathing and her footfall as she rockets along the overland track. Amy Lamprecht was the winner of the Cradle Mountain Run women's race on Saturday, which was conducted over some 80 kilometres after pouring rain on Friday night. Amy Lamprecht, good morning to you.
Morning.
How are you feeling this morning, Amy?
Yeah, not too bad.
Right. Amy, how were the conditions given that it had been pouring? This is the Cradle Mountain Run that you were trotting along on the weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty wet and slippery, yeah.
Right. How long was the event, please?
How long? It's about 80 kilometres.
Right. And a lot of up and down, Amy, I'm imagining?
Yeah, fairly undulating.
Right. And you decided that you'd participate in a run to do it all in a day. How long did it take you to cover the 80 kilometres?
It was about 9.5 hours.
Wow. Were there any walkers out on it as well?
There were a few, not as many as we'd normally see. I don't know if that was because of the weather or what. I'm guessing the weather put some people off.
And am I right, the men's winner did it in less than 8 hours?
He did. He ran amazingly fast. I don't know how he managed to keep his feet or stay upright during that run. That's amazing.
How often did you not stay upright in the course of the 80 kilometres? Did you fall over a few times?
Several times. I'm fairly careful these days. I don't bounce as well as I used to, so I tread a bit carefully now.
How many people were competing in the event?
It's capped at 60. I think there were a few who didn't start, so maybe 57-ish.
Right, so a few people pulled out because it's nuts to run after that much rain, but everybody else said, oh no, this will be right.
Yeah, no, the rain was quite nice. It's better than a hot one, I think.
Well, that's true. It means that you perhaps have to do a little bit less snake hurdling. How much snake hurdling did you have to do?
I didn't see one, but there were apparently a couple out on course. But...
Right. How do you go when you encounter a tiger snake and you're moving as fast as you possibly can and trying to, tread like a butterfly on the ground?
Funny enough, I think when you're running, they must sense you a little sooner because of the pounding, I guess. So they're normally on their way out when I run and come across a snake. Quite often when I'm walking, I feel like maybe you sneak up on them and they're right there. But yeah, normally they're on their way off the track by the time you get to them. So it's not really much of an issue usually.
And one listener wants to know, how much time do you get to actually enjoy the scenery and how much of it is sort of nose looking right down in front of you at your next footfall?
Look, I look around when I can. I'm not these days trying to bust myself for good time, so I do take it in, and it's always different. And to be quite honest, the track is part of the scenery. It's quite a beautiful track, and I know, and I did miss this, and I'm sorry I missed this, but apparently there was a yabby on track as well, so there's some nice scenery there on the track.
Wow, a giant yabby?
A little yabby.
A little yabby. That's how wet it was. That there were yabbies that decided the track was a suitable place to hang out for the day. What else did you see that caught your attention, Amy?
Oh, Barn Bluff was spectacular that morning. Just a ray of sunshine popping through onto the top of it. And the overland track is just amazing in any weather, any condition. It's a real privilege to be able to run
on mornings around Tasmania. So. Amy Lamprecht's our guest this morning, the winner of the Cradle Mountain Run women's race. How much prize money and glory were you competing for on the weekend, Amy?
There's no prize money, but it's just a great weekend, and I think it's not so much a race as just a run.
What's next for you? How long does it take the body to recover, and what are you thinking about next?
I'm not really thinking about anything next. I've got a few kind of ideas in my head that I want to go do on my own or with some friends, whatnot, but I haven't really got any racing plans, so yeah, we'll see.
Do you listen to music while you run?
No, not usually.
Well, look, it's lovely to talk to you this morning. I always find it quite inspirational to chat to you, Amy. I think, maybe, chance to get out and start a little more running might be a nice thing to do for 2021. Is distance running, like beyond marathon length, becoming more popular in your mind?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely it is. I think people are really stepping up to that kind of challenge now, realising what they can do.
What's your advice for people who are still formulating their 2021 fitness goals, Amy?
Just take your time, make sure you enjoy it. Don't get hung up on times and racing and all of that. Just enjoy being out.
Always nice to chat. Amy Lamprecht, winner of the Cradle Mountain Run women's race. 9.5 hours, 9:32 on mornings around Tasmania. Catch you soon, Amy.
Thank you. Bye.